1 2 1 2. Good morning. Welcome inside the Tate McKenzie Athletic Center here at York University. It's Championship Sunday, and we kick things off with the first ever WNPA bronze medal match. Capitol Courts from Ottawa taking on Niagara Prep from Hamilton. Both teams losing in tightly contested matches yesterday morning and afternoon. Capitol Courts fell 67-61 to Royal Crown. Megan Hollingsworth had herself a great game, 13 points on 5 of 11 shooting from the 2-point area, 1 of 4 from 3 with 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Patricia Augustin, 10 points and 9 boards to go with 4 steals. Niagara Prep, meanwhile, lose by 7 points to Crestwood. Jordan Wheeler, 4 points in the opening half, but ended the game with 17 to go with 3 rebounds, 5 assists, but 5 turnovers. Taking care of the ball, definitely top priority for both squads here if they're going to come away with the bronze medal. Starting 5 for Capitol Courts are the 5 you'll see next weekend at the All-Canadian Championships. Jada Dennis, Patricia Augustin, Megan Hollingsworth, Rachel Okoko, and Alex Ann Bissett for the other side. Niagara Prep has Lexi Wee on the court along with Ari Turla, Jordan Wheeler, Kylie Suley, and Kaylin Santa Maria. First shots off the mark, second chance opportunity. Hollingsworth sees it through. I'm JJ Evison. I'll be with you all day long. These two sides met on February 13th of this year. Capitol Courts came away with the 64-55 victory. The trio of Hollingsworth, Augustin, and Bissett combining for 39 points in the contest. Wheeler has it up top, looking for Suley down low. Outside, Lexi blocked by Hollingsworth. Ari Turla fighting for the rebound and gets fouled in the process. You're watching live on North Pole Hoops YouTube channel. Witness the rise of Canadian basketball. We've been doing that since Wednesday. First couple of days over there at Humber College North Campus. Now here at York University, a great gymnasium for championship basketball. Jordan Wheeler steps into a 3 and drills it. Wheeler, the WNPA National Player of the Year, had a 44-point game earlier in the season to go with 11 rebounds. That was against Lincoln Prep. Augustin with the response, back iron. Wheeler grabs a rebound, out on the run, long strides, picking up pace. Nice move, just leaves it off the iron. Turla able to secure the rebound. And Hollingsworth fighting for it on the ground, comes away with it. Got to be careful not to travel. It's Dennis into the front court. Hurt her left shoulder yesterday in the semifinal. Looks to be all good here for the bronze medal match as Kaylin Santa Maria comes away with the loose ball. Suley kicked it back out. Lexi Wee for 3, flush. Wee was 3 of 8 from beyond the arc in yesterday's semifinal. Also had 2 charges drawn. Great player on both the offensive, defensive side of things. Dennis gets a little bit of space. Looking for Okoko on the block, swallowed up by Suley. Lexi Wee turns on the Jets. A little bit out of control. Far side, it's Santa Maria able to corral the loose ball. Deep into the shot clock. Suley wants it over top. Kicks out Wheeler, who can't corral it with the right hand. The double came. The kick out was there. We've got our first pair of substitutions for Capitol Courts. It's Georgia Ferguson. It's Sierra Patricio, Rachel Okoko, and Jada Dennis to the bench. 6-2 early lead for Niagara. 7:34 left in the opening quarter. Yesterday's morning game had a quick pace to it. Not a lot of timeouts. Referees let them play. Bissett looks for Hollingsworth backdoor. Working in the paint. A little too strong. Ferguson with the loose ball. Patricio, feet set, shots up, bottom. The distance shooting is on point early in this bronze medal match from both sides. Ari Turla working on the far side on Augustin. Finds Suley on the block. 2 to beat. The double's there. Left hand blocked by Bissett. Stolen back by Suley. Don't give up on the play. is the message there. She couldn't convert on the second chance opportunity. Patricio into the front court. Bissett trailing. Whip pass. Hollingsworth. Bottom. Megan Hollingsworth off to a torrid start in this bronze medal match for Capital Courts. Five points of the team's 8 coming from the hands of Hollingsworth. Here's Wheeler on the block. Getting some space inside, uses glass to find that through. Jordan Wheeler, the leader of this Niagara squad, doing it as well. So Hollingsworth on one side, putting the team on her back early. Jordan Wheeler starting off hotter than yesterday's semifinal. Here's Hollingsworth backdoor. And Hollingsworth and Wheeler just going bucket for bucket. Santa Maria turns on the Jets, working down the left-hand side. An older sister, Tasia Santa Maria, plays at Fresno. She's Lexi Wee with a 3, back iron, fighting for the rebound. Bissett comes away with it. Ferguson wants it over the top, working on Wheeler. Wheeler moving her body into the path of Ferguson. You can't do that. So Georgia Ferguson to the line for a look at 2 as Capital Courts are ahead by 2 nearly halfway through the first quarter. Dennis has a quick breather. She's back on the court alongside Evelyn Tunkara. It's a trio of substitutions for Lincoln Prep as Sully and Turla check out. Lanzin, Venn, and Yilmaz on the court for the team in Navy. Ferguson swishes the first. The second goes through as well. It's a 4-point lead. Wheeler dances over the timeline. The double's there. She gets all the way to the rack. Count the basket and the foul. Jordan Wheeler balling on a Sunday morning. Wheeler's up to 8 points. So it's Wheeler's 8 and Wee's 3 that has Niagara at 11, trailing by 1. Capital Courts looking to break this zone defense by moving the ball laterally. Bissett trying to find Ferguson on the far side. Patricio dives, the pass off the mark, loose ball. Ferguson comes away with it, doesn't get the shot off in time. Good defensive possession there by Niagara. Talked about it a little bit yesterday, but that zone defense is awful tough to break when all 5 players are on a string communicating. The help defense is there in time. That could cause some problems for Capital Courts. Kaylin Santa Maria pushed back and gives it up. Bissett with the runway, finishes. Wheeler's got those long strides to pick up steam, spinning into the lane, pass, intercepted. It's a 3-on-1 the other way. Dennis kicked it all the way out. It was a 2-on-1 and Patricio didn't go to the rack. That shot off the mark from Tunkara. Yilmaz over the timeline with a head of steam. That pass may be intended for Santa Maria, who saves it before going out of bounds. It comes back to Yilmaz at the wing. A little strong. Yilmaz is part of the U17 Kia Nurse Elite Nike EYCL team this upcoming summer, alongside Turla. Megan Hollingsworth, Capital Courts leading scorer, back in the game. She's got 7. Perfect from inside the 2-point area. 1 for 2 from deep for number 15 in red. The entry pass for Sully. Fading away. Rims around, and Hollingsworth snatches the rebound. Backside, she had Tella down low, but waited till she got to the corner. Dennis thought about it, then takes it off the short iron. Tella with the rebound. Tunkara, baseline. That's no good. Third chance opportunity. Okoko says, give me the ball, but misses on the putback. Sully fighting for it, fouled on the floor. .259 left in the opening quarter. 3 straight chances for Capitol Courts, but they couldn't see it go through. Ashlyn Norris in the game. Tunkara checks out, the 6-foot class of 2026. Vanessa Langdon with the double dribble. And here comes Maud Law, the class of 2027. A young squad here for Niagara Prep, not a single senior. So they'll have time to develop as a team moving into next season. They're here in the bronze medal match. And Hollingsworth is fouled going to the rack. Dennis has it in the corner, picked up by Wee. The back cut, Okoko passes on the money through contact. Rachel Okoko finishing that one right at the rim. Lanson and Turla back in for Niagara Prep. Okoko for the 3-point play, gets it to go. Full court press here from Capitol Courts. Yilmaz finds her way around the first. Wee wide open in front of her bench. Back iron. Dennis tracks down the loose ball. Finds her team's leading scorer. Hollingsworth had all sorts of time. Decided to pass it up. That's not the typical style of play you see from Megan Hollingsworth. She usually takes her own shot when she's that open. Lexi Wee hands it off. Trinity then gets tied up by Ashlyn Norris. Jump ball, possession favoring Niagara. Back in comes Wheeler. Out goes Ari Turla, her second season with Niagara after previously playing for Royal Crown. A lot of movement in the WNPA and OSBA and these women's programs. Wheeler just walking to her spot, misses on the jumper from just beyond the free throw line. Norris gonna keep. Fade away, no, gives it up to Okoko, charging downhill. In the corner, Tella's off the mark. Lexi Wee finds Yilmaz, left-hand scoop score, push in the back, count the basket. Heads up fine by Lexi Wee, catches her teammate in stride. Passes on the money. Patricio Ferguson and Daniela Apo into the game now for Capitol Courts. Three-point play, no good. Apo with the rebound. Capitol Courts won the OSBA championship for the first time in 3 years, taking down Crestwood in that final. come here, try to get the WNPA championship, but are stuffed yesterday by Royal Crown. Now they're fighting for a bronze medal match. They're up by 4 as we approach the minute mark of the first quarter. Wheeler takes the handoff, working on Ferguson. Gets around her, but Ferguson called for the hold. Couple notable alumni from Niagara Prep. Sarah Tibiasu from Maryland had herself a great NCAA tournament. Her team got bounced a couple of days ago. She had 26 points in an overtime victory over Alabama. And of course, Fatou Diakite from the University of South Florida, the 2025 AAC champ. Apple called for the charge. Bodies dropping. Daniela Apple, the 5'10 guard, class of 2026. Trying to get to the rack. Defense had position. 45 seconds left in the opening 10. Jordan Wheeler looking for a good offensive possession. Hands it off to Wee. Wee wants the screen from Lanzin. Lanzin actually catches it, turns into the paint, knocked loose. Trinity Venn fighting for it. Hollingsworth comes away with it, gives it up to Norris. There's a 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Sierra Patricio hands it off to Hollingsworth. Always a good decision. Hollingsworth working on the younger Venn, gets to her spot, gets the bucket and the foul. Trinity Venn, the youngest player on Niagara Prep, class of 2028, getting taught a lesson in how to get to the rack. Hollingsworth going to the University of Pittsburgh next season. Go Panthers. Not too far from the Canadian border, about 6 hours or so. She's a national champ with Team Ontario this past summer for the 17U team. Rattles in that extra point. And Niagara have 10.5 seconds to get a good look off. Lexi Wee faces the double. Floater from the free throw line, no good. Sully with the rebound, swatted away by Patricio. Baseline inbound play. Yilmaz trigger. Quick in. Shot is up and good from the hands of Ari Turla. And it's a 4-point game at the end of 10 minutes. We'll step aside for the quarter break. More bronze medal action. The WNPA coming up shortly. Megan Hollingsworth on pace for 48 points in this game, had 12 first quarter points. Patricia Augustin, a pair of helpers. Here's Hollingsworth on the far side now as Capital Courts ahead in this bronze medal match by 4. Jada Dennis to Augustin, looking for a lane for herself. Fakes one way, goes back the other, rattles it through. Augustin didn't have her best performance yesterday. Shot 4 of 13 from the 2-point area, 0 of 3 from deep. But was excellent in the other categories, snatching 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. Ball just wouldn't fall for her. Tough contested shots in that match against Royal Crown. Santa Maria, top side 3 off the right iron. Tracked down and saved. Sully keeping it in and knocked out of bounds. 0 seconds on the shot clock. The official's going to come together and talk about whether it should be a shot clock violation or out of bounds. As it stands, there's 14 on the shot clock. That 3 from Santa Maria did ding off the right side of the iron, so Lincoln, it will be Niagara ball, side out, Santa Maria to trigger, 14 on the shot clock. Good inbound defense here from Hollingsworth, but Sully leaks out the back door behind Bissett and gets an easy 2 points. Whip pass far side. Wheeler gets back into the defensive position. Augustin top side 3 front iron. Wheeler gets the rebound, sees 3 red jerseys in front of her, slows it down. Lexi Wee directing traffic. It's an errant horn. It was an errant shot clock horn, so we'll stop the play, reset. And the officials having a word with the scores table, ready to go. It'll be side out, Santa Maria to trigger. Quickly into Wee. Trying to find Sully down on the block like they just did before that buzzer. Santa Maria gets the double, over to Wee, down low, Sully with 4 seconds, fading away with the left, rattles it through, and Kylie Sully getting it done in the painted area. 2-point game, Capital Courts ahead. All 3 previous offensive sets running through Hollingsworth on that side. Bissett thought about the 3, whips it back out. Dennis pulls it, front iron. Turla able to save it. Give it to Wee. Good defensive hands by Rachel Okoko to knock that one loose and prevent Wee from getting on a fast break with 2 red jerseys stuck in the backcourt. Ahead to Wheeler. Jump stop, looking for Sully. Didn't think Sully was anticipating that pass. That jump stop, typically you go right up to the rack, elevating over the defense and lay that in. Niagara prep coach wants Wheeler to be a little more selfish in that position. Patricio. Now it's Hollingsworth on the near wing. Flurry of moves, finds Okoko in the paint. Squares up. The mid-range is pure. Wheeler downhill, gonna keep herself, find Sully on the backside. Erase the basket, foul on Okoko. Good job by Wheeler to draw the defenders. Whip the pass around back as Sully was leaking in from the corner. Here comes Ferguson as Okoko has to go to the bench. Wee has it topside. Finds Wheeler, who's double teamed. There's got to be an open player. Wheeler just rips through the double team, causes some contact, finishes the play. I think she was thinking a little bit about her start in yesterday's semifinal, wanted to get off to something a little different here in the bronze medal match, and she is up to 10 points in the game with the chance to make it 11. Still plenty of time in the opening half. And Wheeler sees that one all the way through. How about Kaylin Santamaria, 4 assists in the game, finding teammates for good open looks as well for Niagara. Here's Alexandre Bissett. Gives it up, Patricia Augustin dancing around a flurry of players. Lexi Wee with another charge drawn. That's 3 in 2 games. Plenty of game left. She could be up to 4 or 5 by the end of this one. I don't think it can be overstated Lexi Wee's knowledge on how to play the game on the defensive side of the ball. Positioning, energy, and effort. One of the most conditioned players in all the WNPA. Wheeler finds Santamaria, who was looking for Wheeler on the backside. Wheeler wants it over the top. Now they send a triple team to Wheeler. Kicks it back out. Santamaria, bottom. Inside, outside, around the horn. That's good basketball. And credit Jordan Wheeler for recognizing the double team, who was open, making those decisions in a split second. Hollingsworth, feet set, shot is up, off the mark. Lands in with the rebound. Here's Wheeler into the front court. Again, those long strides just give her some speed that not a lot of players can get back on defense and cause trouble with. Turla bottoms a 3 in front of her own bench. Ari Turla getting her team hyped up. It's a 5-point lead for Niagara. Capitol Court's going to talk it over. We'll step aside. Stick with us. More bronze medal action. It's the WNPA elevating women's basketball. We'll be back. The lead is swung. Niagara Prep ahead by 5, 6:10 left in the opening half. This, the bronze medal game of the WNPA. JJ Evison with you all day long here at York University on this, a gloomy Sunday, March 30th. The double comes at the timeline. Patricio gets it out to Augustin, working into the paint. Here's Hollingsworth now. Back inside into 3 blue jerseys. Georgia Ferguson above everybody. Tunkara finds Augustin on the back cut. Kind of throws up a prayer and is fouled on the way up deep into the shot clock. Disciplined defense from Niagara just falters towards the end of that shot clock there, and Patricia Augustin will get a look at 2 from the line. 9 assists for Niagara Prep on 11 made field goals. Doing a good job sharing the rock. A pair of 3s to end that last run, 6-0 run. One off the hands of Santamaria, the other off of Ari Turla. And Niagara 5 of 9 from beyond the arc so far in this contest. Augustin rattles them both through. It's a 1-possession game. Here's Yilmaz into the front court. Gives it up to Turla. Looking for Lanzin. Wheeler has it top side, picked up by Hollingsworth. They're giving her time and space, but she kicks it to the corner. Santa Maria late in the shot clock. Turla overcooked it, and Tunkara able to settle it down. Patricio finds Augustin, who pushes the pace. Hollingsworth spinning into the lane. Floater a little too strong. Jordan Wheeler's had herself an opening half to remember in this bronze medal game with the ability to add more to it. Reading the defense, she's got 11 points. Again, deep in the shot clock, Wheeler's gonna have to do something. And she dials it from deep and swishes it in right over Patricio. 14 first half points and counting for Jordan Wheeler. Meanwhile, Megan Hollingsworth hasn't scored in the second quarter, still at 12 points. She's got it topside now, deep. Augustin was open, calling for it. Patricio on the near wing, no good. Augustin able to save that before it goes far out of bounds. Tunkara. Hollingsworth, no. Wheeler with another rebound on the defensive end. Being forced back to the baseline. Kind of over dribbles it, able to get it to a teammate down low. Santa Maria had a teammate, and now it's Yilmaz able to drain the mid-range jumper. Alexia Lanzin was wide open calling for it. Santa Maria hesitated on making the decision, but it doesn't matter. Niagara come away with the 2 points and are ahead by 8. Ferguson accepts the entry pass, but it's going to be a foul on Santa Maria. Again, when these two sides met in mid-February, Capitol Courts took the victory 64-55. Timeout on the floor. Going to talk about how to finish off this remaining 3:42 before the half mark. 34-26 Niagara ahead. Stick with us. Capitol Courts have possession after the timeout, looking to cut into this lead that's been built from a barrage of threes from Niagara. Patricio steps into a 2, that's good. 5 lead changes, the biggest lead for Niagara was 8, the biggest lead for Capitol Courts was 7. Now Capitol Courts having to come from behind. The shot from Yilmaz, she just drained it from there, that rattles around and into the hands of Okoko. Augustin pushing the pace, throws it out of bounds, intended for Alexandre Bissette. Currently, Niagara have 18 points in the second quarter, holding Capitol Courts to just 8. Wheeler forced back to her baseline. We left alone, just off the mark. Kylie Suley knocks that out of bounds. Patricio was backdoor, but Augustin has it up top. Overcooked it, Wheeler, and Augustin fighting for it. Augustin putting Wheeler in the weight room. Bassett off the mark. Now Wheeler able to corral that, pushing the pace. Yilmaz back to Wheeler, kicks it out. Another three. That rattles in and out, and Augustin pushing the pace the other way. Alexander Bassett leaves it for Augustin. 1-2 stepping into the lane. Rachel Okoko can't get the second chance opportunity to go. Lexi Wee was back to change the trajectory of Augustin's push to the basket and smartly slows it down near the timeline. Yilmaz hucks another one. Back iron, trying to track down the loose ball. It's going to be a tie-up, and Niagara will retain possession given the possession arrow. The final few possessions there felt a little more chaotic than the rest of the game has so far. And perhaps these substitutions will change that, slow things down. As Hollingsworth is back in, Santa Maria back in. Trying to find Venn over top. She's in the paint now. The double comes, kick it out. Santa Maria, one more pass. Sully, left-handed hook shot, good. Hollingsworth drives through the middle. And Capital Courts have run this offensive set a few times to try and break up this zone defense. Deep in the shot clock now. Patricio picks up the dribble. Augustin looking for Dennis down low, fading away. The Flamingo jumper, no good. Santa Maria sends Sully through. Whip. Turla standing out of bounds. So that three will not count. Got to be aware of your foot positioning. This Niagara team not afraid to dial it from deep. That's their 16th three-point attempt, and we're not even at the halfway mark yet. Still 21 minutes left to be played in this bronze medal match, the WNPA's first ever. Hollingsworth has it top side, now gives it up to Augustin. Looking for Okoko to create some space inside. Dennis for three. She finds the bottom. Jada Dennis. Santa Maria putting Patricio on skates. Gets the lane. Turla just drained it from there. It didn't count. That one rims around and out. Out of bounds, last touch by Sierra Patricio. And in transition, Niagara have been able to find the open shooter a healthy majority of the time. Inside, quick to Sully. The spin and the finish. Leads at 7. Capital Courts with a chance to cut into that before the half break. Sending bodies through that zone. Whipping it across. Dennis. 7 seconds left in the half. Working baseline. Blocking call on Ari Turla. Still plenty of fouls to give for Niagara, and you have one more to give after that. You can use it wisely with 4.5 left in the half. Here's Hollingsworth to trigger on the baseline, all the way up top. Okoko, one bounce, tries to get to her spot, blocked by Sully. Augustin doesn't get it off in time, and at the half break, Niagara have come back from down 7 to leading by 7. We'll step aside. More action coming from the York University Gymnasium. It's the WNPA bronze medal match. We'll be back.
Survive and move on. Win and advance. A fresh start. A new chapter. The rankings? They don't matter anymore. The rules are simple. Win and advance. No second chances. No guarantees. Just 40 minutes to keep the dream alive. This is March. This is where champions are crowned. The national championship is on the line. No favorites. No underdogs. It's anybody's ballgame. Survive and move on. Win and advance.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits,
A bronze medal on the line here for these two teams in the WNPA as they round out their season. Capital Courts trail by 7 to Niagara Prep. Niagara doing a great job sharing the ball. 13 assists on 15 made field goals. That's absolutely impressive. Looking at the box score, pretty much even all the way through. Niagara shooting 82% from the two-point area, 38% from deep, and 67% from the free throw line. Just 3 attempts. Meanwhile, Capital Courts, a perfect 6 of 6 from the charity stripe as the second half is underway. Rachel Okoko doesn't get that to go. The ball ripped away from Augustin by Sully and then out of bounds. At the half break, had the chance to talk to TMU coach Carly Clark about the things that she's looking for in these players at this level. And kind of a little bit about Canadian basketball, women's basketball, and the growth of it. As Alexandra Bissett throws up a 3, Augustin tracks down the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Okoko. Niagara ball. The conversation was pretty enlightening in the fact that, OUA and CCAA are becoming more and more viable options for players to continue to develop before they either go to America in the NCAA or lower tier schools or overseas to play professionally. That's becoming a big option for players these days. Of course, Canada now the best at 3-on-3 basketball as well, which is a completely different game. But in terms of what she's looking for in these players at this level, it's coachability. The ability to stay in the moment, to not let your emotions get too high or too low. Obviously, when you step into the gym, you can tell who the skilled players are, but the intangibles and the things that you don't want to coach in terms of energy and effort, those things have to come second nature. And there's plenty of that on the court and on display here on Sunday, March 30th, this bronze medal game, the WNPA, the first inaugural season for North Pole Hoops. Hollingsworth to the rack, no. Okoko fighting for the rebound. There's contact. Team foul number 1. That's going to go on Lexi Wee. As we approach shortly after 11 o'clock here, the gymnasium beginning to fill up more and more. Hollingsworth step back, mid-range, no. Fighting for it is Sully. She finds Santa Maria, who's on the run down the right-hand side. Turla gonna reset with Lexi Wee up top. Sends Jordan Wheeler through, gives it up. Wheeler's got the mismatch. Dennis doing a good job. Okoko comes over, and a little too physically. Rachel Okoko gets Capital Courts' team first foul. Baseline out of bounds. Santa Maria to trigger for Niagara Prep, still up by 7. Wheeler from deep tickles the twine. Jordan Wheeler doing it all, and up to, I believe, 14 points in the game now. Hollingsworth had a scoreless second quarter. 12 in the first quarter. Looking to get her going again if I'm Capital Courts. Late in the shot clock. Shot clock violation. Good defensive possession for Niagara, and that's really where they hang their hats. Their ability to communicate and play in that 2-3 zone where they're constantly in motion makes it difficult for opposing teams to get good looks. Lexi Wee looking to set a record for the 100-meter dash. Takes it all the way to the rack, gets fouled, and is going to go to the free throw line to try and extend Niagara's 10-point lead. And correction, Jordan Wheeler now up to 17 points in the game. As Lexi misses the first. Jordan Wheeler, 3 of 4 from the 2-point area, 3 of 3 from distance. Wee sees the second one go through. Wheeler's got 5 rebounds to go with those 17 points. Do Capital Courts have a response? It's Sierra Patricio working on Santa Maria. Back to the basket. Augustin, top side. 5 on the shot clock. Patricio gets it back. The block is there from Sully, who corrals the loose ball. Santa Maria, stutter step. Wee pulls it back out. Over the top, there's a double team down low, and that's a turnover. Kylie Sully called for the foul that sees Patricia Augustin hit the deck. Wheeler right up in Bissett's grill. Doing a good job shuffling the feet, making life difficult. Bissett finds Ferguson, didn't even know she was there. Just turned, had eyes in the back of her head. Ferguson lost her defender. Dennis pokes that away. Lexi Wee able to recover. Sully, 1-2 stepping down the lane and runs into Ferguson, who's over late. So Kylie Sully to the free throw line for a look at 2. The Niagara Prep cheering section in full effect. Parents, friends, family. Sully misses the second. Augustin from just inside the three-point line. That's no good. Every single time Patricia Augustin puts up a shot, she tracks down the rebound. And that's what you got to do, kids. Follow your shots. You never know what could happen. And if anybody knows the trajectory of your own shot, it's going to be you. Daniela Apo gets downhill, moving a little out of control. It's a 5-on-4 power play for Niagara. If they see it, where's the open player? Down on the block. Apo able to get back. Turla turns and gets some contact, and will go to the free throw line. Ari Turla and Niagara doing a good job getting to the charity stripe in the third quarter, trying to work up that 10-point lead into something that's a little more out of reach for Capital Courts, who are just unable to find the bottom of the rack. Turla drains the first. The second a little strong. Ferguson with the rebound, fighting for it with Wheeler. Jump ball, and Jordan Wheeler gets her team another possession. Wheeler looking to go 4 of 4 from deep, and does. Sometimes it's just your day, and right now it's Jordan Wheeler's morning. Stutter step, Augustin gets some contact from Lanzin, and gonna stop the clock, go to the free throw line, try and settle things down for her Capital Court squad. Patricia Augustin getting it done at the free throw line. Turla to inbound the ball. Santa Maria able to get position on Patricio, who's traipsing back down to get to her assignment. Wheeler picked up by Hollingsworth. Tries to jump step into the lane. Turla, that's a deep 3 front iron. Underneath the basket is Yilmaz to get the offensive board. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Yilmaz Stuck in the corner, resetting with Santa Maria. 3 seconds in the key. Alexia Lanzin in that painted area for a little too long. Bronze medal match for the NPA coming up next between Lincoln Prep and Crestwood Prep. Crestwood playing a little short. Will be without Manuk Loke, Miles Dehaney, and Megan Hollingsworth just putting Wheeler in the weight room, getting to her spot, elevating through contact. Colton Crowdis also went down yesterday with an injury. Started the game with an elbow injury, left with an ankle injury. Played a lot of basketball this season, 40-plus games. It's been a long stretch to get to this point. And you understand the level and the want to compete. Sometimes your body just gets battered and bruised. Hollingsworth misses the free throw, tapped out of bounds, gonna stay. Oh, they're gonna say Alexandre Bissett touched it last. Kaylin Santa Maria to the bench, Lexi Wee back in. It's a 10-point game, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 5-second violation. Capitol Courts can never count them out. Top side, Dennis has it. Back to Bissett. No hesitation. Front iron, Wee with the rebound. Turning up the court. Has Bissett on her hip. Picks up the dribble. Looks for Sully on the dive. There's a foul. Lots of traffic in the painted area. And they're going to, in the bonus. So that's 2 free throws upcoming for Kylie Sully. Sully makes it 6 of 11 from the free throw line for Niagara. Lead back up to 11. Okoko on the perimeter, finds Bissett. Apo flashes into the paint, there's nothing there. They're gonna whip it far side. Dennis, hands in the passing lane, Sully knocks it loose. Hollingsworth, second chance opportunity. Bissett, gotta put it up. Fading away, just doesn't have enough strength to get it to the basket. That's a tough shot. A double step fadeaway off the left foot, shooting with the right hand. And again, that zone defense causes lots of trouble for the opposing offense, but Niagara just doing a good job of communicating and not over-helping. Kylie Sully screens to get Lexi Wee open. Turla traipsing down the right-hand side, hands it off. Yilmaz pulls it back out. Turla for 3, front iron. Ferguson with the rebound. Capitol Courts have numbers on the fast break. Hollingsworth stepping through the lane, blocked on the backside by Sully. On the ground, it's Apo fighting for it. But the possession arrow favors Niagara Prep. Quick inbound to Wee. Picked up by Dennis. Sully has it near the timeline, far side. Ari Turla. Yilmaz. Top side 3, that'll go. 9 of 21 from the three-point area today. Niagara doing a good job of finding open looks outside. Meanwhile, in the two-point area, 9 of 11, so knocking it down when they get the chance to inside. The three from Dennis is off the mark. Up and under. Augustin couldn't finish, but back to the free throw line. So 21 three-point attempts for Niagara, just 11 in the painted area. And the game plan seems clear. Continue to cut and screen off the ball, move it around the perimeter, find shooters, whether that be Wee or Santa Maria or Yilmaz or Turla or Wheeler, who's 4 of 4 from deep. Now, if you're Capital Courts, the message is clear. Run them off the line, force them in the painted area. Help defense has got to be there. Niagara ahead by 12, 3:22 left in the third. Sully accepts the inbound pass and gives it right back. Turla over the timeline, finds Wee in front of the Capital Courts bench. She's going to pull it back out. All blue jerseys continue to move. Sully from the elbow, no. Dennis with the rebound. A head up, finds Augustin. It's a little too hot to handle. She's going to slow it down. Hollingsworth. Loose ball, fought for. Body's hitting the deck. Of course, it's Patricia Augustin with a hand on the rock. Fighting against Turla, and Capital Courts will have it on the baseline. Sierra Patricio checks in for Daniela Apo. Augustin just kind of jogs into an open area under the basket and misses the lay-in. Turla turning around, finding Sully, and Lexi Wee wants it with 15 on the shot clock. Plenty of time to look at a half-court set. Here's Yilmaz, top side, Sully, back to Yilmaz. And again, unable to get to the two-pointed area. Wee with the step-back three, putting everything into that, misses it all. Shot clock violation. So the catch and shoot three is really doing well for Niagara when they're doing it off the dribble. Not so successful. Augustin left alone at the three-point area. Misses the mark. Patricio, rebound, one bounce, going up, foul. Sierra Patricio to the free throw line. Patricio just has 3 points in the contest, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Unable to score at the free throw line. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Wee ahead. Turla catches that high, has to kick it back out, as Capital Courts did a great job sending bodies down low. Trinity Venn picked up by Hollingsworth. Forced back to the timeline. And another shot clock. Oh, wow. Georgia Ferguson fouls Lexi Wee at the timeline with 1 second left on the shot clock. You got to be aware of the time and situation at all points of the game. Stuck 12. Your opponent has the ball in a dead spot at the half court, and you bail them out with a foul in the bonus. Lexi Wee goes 1 of 2. And now full court pressure here from Niagara. Hollingsworth has it in the corner. Back out. Ferguson. 5-out offense. Augustin pulls it, leaves it short. Patricio saves it right to Ferguson. High arcing shot falls through. Turla with the crossover, just ripped away from Augustin, who put 2 hands on the ball and double dribbled. She hesitated to make that decision to lead Hollingsworth. Took a second bounce, and that proved costly. And in a game that's as high pace as this, you got to make those decisions rather quickly. If you hesitate, you're going to make mistakes. Both teams in the bonus. Santa Maria. Front iron, Hollingsworth with the rebound, looking ahead to Patricio. Patricio drops Wee, finds Augustin on the backside. Capital Courts have it to within 9. Turla gets her defender in the air, steps in from the elbow, blocked by Ferguson, who then corrals the rebound. Patricio and Turla run into each other. Patricio had the lane, so Turla called for the block. Patricio at the line. The Capital Courts now 10 of 14 from the free throw line. Make that 11 of 15. It's an 8-point lead for Niagara. 34.7 left in the third quarter. Never count Capital Courts out of any game. You got to be disciplined down the stretch here to end this quarter well. Jordan Wheeler gives it up to Santa Maria. Gets it right back, has a lane down the middle, kicks it out. Yilmaz, far side, Wee for 3. That rattles in and out. Rebound lands in, back to Wee. Top side, Santa Maria's gonna pull it. And bottom. Five seconds left in the third quarter. Augustin left alone. Dennis, high arcing 3, front iron. And it's an 11-point lead after 30 minutes. 10 more on the clock here for the bronze medal match of the first ever WNPA Championship Sunday. Stick with us. Capital Courts winning the rebounding battle by 5, 22 to Niagara 17, but stuck 11 with 9 minutes and 50 seconds to play. Patricia Augustin, you gotta close out on her, because she'll make you pay if you don't. You can't tell me that a bronze medal is not worth playing for. The energy and effort on this court from both the Capital Courts team and Niagara Prep have really been electric to start this fourth quarter. It was a great back and forth game so far, and we are in for quite the finish. 5 lead changes. Niagara led by 14, now up 8. Capital Courts denying the ball to Jordan Wheeler inside. So Santa Maria from 3, no. There for the rebound and the putback, Soria Yilmaz. The class of 2026 guard finds her way inside and finishes the high arcer off the top of the glass. The level of compete seems to have gone up from 10 to 12 on the scale here to the start of the fourth quarter. It's the first ever WNPA bronze medal. That's part of history. Both teams want to be part of that history given the trajectory of women's hoops here in Canada. The WNPA was developed to elevate women's basketball, and it has done that. There's a block on the floor. First team foul for Niagara. And there's 1 on each team now. Discipline in the first half was great, but there were plenty of fouls in that third quarter, and that could be part of the story as we round out this bronze medal match. Both teams now with 15 personal fouls. Hollingsworth looks for Okoko. Squares up over Sully. Sully able to push the pace off the rebound. Santa Maria. Nice bounce pass. Kick ball. Santa Maria able to get into the painted area, find Yilmaz, and Yilmaz tried to get it to Sully, but it was kicked out of bounds by Alexandre Bissett. Stoppage in play, got a shoe we got to tie up. Lexi Wee finds Wheeler, the double's there. Santa Maria to the corner. Sully for 3, no. Megan Hollingsworth above everybody to get that rebound. Coco accepts the pass, uses the backboard and sees it through. That time Sully stayed walled up, straight up and down. Lexi Wee calling out the play. Finds Wheeler on the back cut, what a pass. Right on time, on target. Wheeler catches it high, keeps it high, finishes with the left. Augustin up and under, turning on the Jets. Wheeler double teamed. Wee able to get it over the timeline, 3-on-2. Kicks it out, Yilmaz, extra pass. Santa Maria throws it up off the left iron. Rachel Okoko into the front court. Hands it off to Alexandre Bissett. It's a 9-point game. Patricia Augustin working to the left on Santa Maria. Tough take, working left, tries to finish right. Santa Maria called for the foul, and Patricia Augustin will go to the free throw line. Augustin's got 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Augustin, a 50% trip. Okoko gets the rebound. No good. And Wheeler pushed back to the corner, gives it up to Lexi Wee. Wee's got 8 assists in the contest, doing a great job of finding her teammates in advantageous positions. Has that 1 charge drawn as well, 2 yesterday in the semifinal. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Wee has to push it out. She's given space, overcooks it. Dennis with the rebound. Dennis finds Patricio into the lane with the right hand, no good. Last touched by Capitol Courts. Niagara ball, baseline out of bounds. Every possession matters. There's a sense of urgency on both sides right now. Capitol Courts need another stop. Niagara looking to add to their total. Wheeler has a shooter in the corner, fakes the pass inside, and Okoko comes over late. Jordan Wheeler back to the free throw line. Wheeler's a perfect 2 of 2 from the line so far in the game. Chance to make it a 10-point lead yet again. Shouldn't have said anything. I should not have said anything. The broadcaster jinx is always a thing. The second will fall, and Wheeler's up to 23 points to lead all scorers. 4 of 5 from the 2-point area, 4 of 4 from deep. 5 boards as Augustin kicks it out. Patricio's 3 is up, short iron. Sully with the rebound. Jump ball, good job by Augustin to get a hand on that. Change the possession aerial, but it'll stay with Niagara. The officials want 22 on the shot clock. The rebound was controlled by Sully, indicating a change of possession. Here we go. 6:33 left in regulation. Wheeler's double teamed in the corner. Yilmaz throws it away. Ferguson down low. Foul's gonna go on Lexi Wee, who was in a tough position having to guard Georgia Ferguson with a head of steam in the semicircle. Jada Dennis, jab step, baseline, Euro step, no. Wheeler with the rebound. And again, Capitol Courts looking to force the ball out of her hand. She gets a head of steam, bounce pass, Sully off glass. Reading the defense well with Jordan Wheeler. She's not just a scorer. She'll beat you all sorts of ways. Dennis to the left, turns back. That pass deflected by Sully, and now Wee wants it. Back cut, Wheeler through contact. Jordan Wheeler will go back to the line, and Lexi Wee has been surgical with her passing here in the second half. 5:46 left in the fourth quarter as Megan Hollingsworth checks back in for Capitol Courts. Wheeler misses the second. It's a 12-point lead for Niagara. Augustin into the front court. Through the paint, out to Dennis. Back to Augustin for 3, flush. Patricia Augustin, you can't lose her as she goes from side to side, because she will, in fact, make you pay on the mismatch. Wheeler, top side. Turla has two ahead of her. She's going to keep it this time. Kicks it out. Yilmaz. Capital Courts wanted to travel. Deep in the shot clock. Stepping out of bounds. Wheeler. Turnover. And Capital Courts now stuck 9 with a chance to bring it even closer. Ferguson keeps, moves to the basket, turning to the left with the right, no. Sully with the rebound, and Ferguson picks up a foul 90 feet from her own basket, and that puts Niagara into the bonus. Kylie Sully drains the first as the players move into the hash marks. It's a perfect trip for Sully, keeping the positive momentum on the offensive side for Niagara. Can Niagara get a stop, or will Capital Courts continue to dig into this lead that was built in the second half? Hollingsworth, left alone, mid-range. That's what she does. Wheeler with the double team, gives it up. Yilmaz, off of the knee of Dennis and out of bounds. Lexi Wee ahead, had a lane to the basket, but pulled it back out. I think clock management, part of the ball handler's mentality here. Sully gets the step, and going back to the free throw line is Kylie Sully. Sully has 13 points. Make it 14. Capital Courts keeping it on the perimeter. Augustin for three, front iron. Lexi Wee taps it to herself, turns the corner, and is out in the races. Turla hands it off to Yilmaz. Yilmaz, there's a lane for her. She's going to kick it back out to Wheeler. Wheeler's 4 of 4 from deep, steps inside, drains the mid-range, and it's 5 of 6 from the painted area. Jordan Wheeler putting Niagara on her back and getting it done. The 4 seed looking to upset the 2 seed in the bronze medal match. Stepping through the paint, Augustin gets the basket, stands at the free throw line, and awaits the extra point opportunity. Augustin makes it a 10-point game. 3:23 left in the fourth quarter. Hollingsworth draped all over Wheeler. Again, Wheeler with those long strides, trying to create some separation. Picks up the ball, finds Turla. Turla into the paint, left hand off the glass, a little too strong. It's a 3-on-2 the other way. Dennis gives it up to Hollingsworth, who promptly gives it up to Augustin. Steps into a 3 quite comfortably, back iron. Loose ball, Santa Maria on the deck. Ashlyn Norris fighting for it. Niagara will have possession. Lincoln Prep coming into the gymnasium now. They'll take on Crestwood Prep in the NPA bronze medal match coming up at the conclusion of the WNPA bronze medal match after the presentation of the medals. We're here at the Tate McKenzie Athletic Center at York University for Championship Sunday. North Pole Hoops on YouTube. We appreciate you tuning in. It's JJ Evison on the call this morning. Jordan Wheeler just loses the handle, and that goes out of bounds. 10-point lead, 2:44 left. This game is not even close to being over. Ashlyn Norris finds Hollingsworth, who's got 16 in the game, moving downhill. Bumped by Wheeler. Hollingsworth gonna go to the line for a look at two. Hit the deck hard, gonna have to collect herself. Hunched over at the free throw line, trying to regain her breath, tie the left shoe. Megan Hollingsworth with a chance to bring it to 8. One of two trip to the line for Hollingsworth. Alex Ambasette checks back in for Jada Dennis. Lexi Wee gonna take it out on the baseline. Again, Hollingsworth draped all over Wheeler. Santa Maria's gotta come back from the timeline to get it. She's picked up by Augustin. Augustin trying to bait her into moving down the right-hand side. Santa Maria gives it up to Wee. Back cut, Wheeler off glass, too strong. Norris with the rebound. Here come Capitol Court, stuck 9, 2 minutes. Hollingsworth 3, nothing but net for number 15. It's a 6-point game, 2 possessions. Wheeler behind the back, over the timeline. Foul called on the reach-in by Wheeler. No more fouls to give, so Kylie Suley, who's done a great job of scoring from the free throw line, finds herself back there with 1:48 left, trying to make this more than a 2-possession game. A perfect shot from the free throw line for Suley. The second off the mark into the hands of Augustin. That shot, rebound, Patricio, fouled by Santa Maria. Alex Ambasette off the mark on the 3-point attempt, so Patricio's at the line now. Sinks the first. The Philippine national, BioSteel All-Canadian 2022, and Team Ontario gold medalist. Patricio knows how to win. She drills both. 5-point game, 1:38 left. Championship Sunday, this is the kind of competition you want. Lexi Wee, Kaylin Santa Maria, 2 great ball handlers, able to break the press by Capitol Courts. Kylie Suley, top side, makes a move on Bissett, kicks it back out. 5 seconds on the shot clock, Wheeler has it. Makes one move on Norris, step through, and Niagara's not gonna get the shot off in time. Good defensive stop and pressure from Capitol Courts. Now 1:13 left in the fourth, 66-71. Oh boy, if you're not up early on a Sunday morning watching WNPA basketball, what you doing? There was a buzzer for a substitution, but the ball was inbounded prior to that. And Trinity Venn will get the chance to check in now. 1:09 on the clock. Officials are going to come together and talk about it. So the officials back to the score table. Looking for an adjustment on the game clock. All right, so 1:13 on the game clock, 16 on the shot clock. Alex Ampa set to trigger for Capitol Courts. Here's Hollingsworth, picked up by Wheeler. To the left, spins to the right, off glass, too strong. Rebound, Jordan Wheeler rips it away into the front court, picked up by Hollingsworth. Throws it to Turla, bounce pass, Trinity Venn leaves it short, gets her own rebound, ripped away by Augustin. Jump ball called. Capitol Courts will have possession. Stuck 5, 51.4, and a timeout on the floor. This late in the game with this much on the line, of course you'd want to talk it over if you're Fabian Blizzard. We'll step aside and bring you the final minutes of this WNPA bronze medal match right after this. .4 on the clock. Capitol Courts bring it into the front court after the timeout. Alex Ampa set to trigger Stuck 5. The OSBA champions at risk of going home without a medal here at the WNPA championships. Augustin catches into the paint, steps through, off glass, and one. Patricia Augustin. And that gets the fans from Ottawa in attendance on their feet. Capitol Courts only lost one game in the regular season of the WNPA. Niagara, 6-4 in the regular season. And Patricia Augustin with a chance to make it a 2-point game. Nothing but net for Augustin. Which team will be able to execute down the stretch Lexi Wee gets it in, but a little too late. And that's the second 5-second violation in the second half for Niagara from their baseline. So now it comes down to defending the ball for Niagara. Nobody guarding Alexandre Bissett, the inbounder. Jada Dennis picked up by Wee. Turns around, Turla's there to meet her. Fading away, that's a tough shot. Santa Maria has Hollingsworth draped on her, showing off her handles. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 25 on the game clock. Turla gets it back to Santa Maria, forced to the perimeter. Clock management, a big part of this possession. Inside, Sully, one bounce, left hand, leaves it short. Turla fights for the offensive rebound, but loses it. Jada Dennis into the front court. Hollingsworth for three and the win. No. Lexi Wee tracks down the loose ball. And there's a foul before the end of the game. Megan Hollingsworth bent over near the timeline. Jada Dennis right beside her. Lexi Wee is going to go to the free throw line with 1 second left in the game. And Niagara just have the emotion pouring out. The parents, the family, the friends high-fiving, hugging here in the stands at the Tate McKenzie Athletic Center. 1 second is not a lot of time, but it is some time, especially given Capital Courts has a timeout to advance it to the front court. But Lexi Wee can ice it here. Misses the first. Now, there's some strategy to missing the second because the second that ball gets touched, the time starts. Lexi Wee misses the second, and they can't call the timeout. So it works out for Niagara Prep anyhow. What a game. They led by 14 at one point, come away with the bronze medal in a 2-point victory over the second seed Capital Courts team. Wow, if you were here with us all morning on the broadcast on North Pole Hoops on YouTube, we appreciate you tuning in. You picked a great game to tune in for. Capital Courts from Ottawa come up empty this weekend at the WNPA Championships. Meanwhile, the 4th seed, Lincoln Prep. Scratch that, my apologies. Niagara Prep playing out of Hamilton with not a single senior on their squad. Hand the loss to the team with 5 starters headed to the All-Canadian Games next weekend. What a performance from Lexi Wee and, of course, Kaylin Santa Maria, both players with 8 assists, doing a great job finding their teammates in position to be successful. Jordan Wheeler leads all scores in the game, 26 points and 7 boards, as we turn our attention to center court for the bronze medal ceremony.
And we just want to announce our 2025 NPA bronze medalist, Niagara Prep. Congratulations, coach. Congratulations, team. You guys played a hard-fought game. Just line up on this black line and we'll give you a bronze medal.
The first ever bronze medalists in the WNPA. Niagara Prep, number 1, Kaylin Santa Maria, came over this season from Crestwood Prep. Her older sister Tasia playing at Fresno State. Surya Yilmaz, the guard, class of 2026, playing the U17 Kia Nurse Elite Nike EYCL this summer. Vanessa Langdon, the class of 27 guard. Lexi Wee, Team Ontario gold medalist in class of 2027 guard. Ari Turla, another U17 Nike EYCL Kia Nurse Elite member. Maud Law, number 8. Trinity Venn, the youngest player on this squad, class of 2028, gaining some invaluable experience this weekend and winning a bronze medal. Kylie Sully, Jordan Wheeler, and Alexia Lanzin rounding out the roster for this Niagara Prep squad, who are going to come back next season, no doubt, with a vengeance to prove they're better than the 3rd place finish that they earned here in this inaugural WNPA season. All smiles on the court family and friends trying to get down to center court to take their own pictures amongst the media blitz that North Pole Hoops has near that York University Lions logo. You can see the big smiles there. Proud of what they must have accomplished all season long, and especially this weekend here at the Tate McKenzie Athletic Center. It's the first of 2 bronze medal matches, the second one coming your way a little later between Lincoln Prep and Crestwood, the men's bronze medal. Well, we're not done yet. Everybody's got to get their own photo. And that's it. A good pat on the back for Niagara Prep as they have their bronze medals awarded to them here in the inaugural WNPA season, elevating women's basketball. North Pole Hoops witnessed the rise of Canadian basketball. And with that, we'll send it away and be back with the other bronze medal game scheduled for a little bit later. You'll find that on North Pole Hoops on YouTube Live. I'm JJ Evison. For everybody here in the broadcast team, thanks for tuning in. We've got 3 more games today. Stick around. We'll be back.